Hey there, whippersnappers, it's Tortoise the Grey. Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Pokemon Showdown Little Cup Battles. You guys were all last week clamoring for mono-type teams, and so today I've decided that I wanted to try out. Somebody suggested Dragon, and so I figured, hey, let's try that out. That could be really interesting. Turns out it's really difficult because the proliferation of fairy types in this generation. Holy cow. Very hard to get a Dragon-type team going, especially, you've got Ice Beam out there too, wrecking havoc, so it's been very difficult to get a win together for this team. But it's a fun little team. I've enjoyed using it. This guy put up a great fight, but he didn't really have any particular Dragon counters. He didn't have a Fairy type or an Abra with Dazzling Gleam or anything like that, so I was able to get a win off. I wanted to get at least one up with this team. It was a fun little team to put together, and it's been interesting to play around with. But I just don't think it's terribly viable. There's not. I mean, I think this is the only 6 Little Cup eligible Dragon types. So there's really not a whole lot you can do in terms of variation. And really, there's only a couple of them even have type variations. And none of them really do anything to cover the weaknesses to Fairy or anything like that. So it's been fun to do, but I don't think it's a real viable strategy. It's more of a gimmicky thing than anything. But some cool people on this team. We've seen Sharptooth before. Both, well, I guess he was in my Pokemon X run, as well as he's been on a team before as well. So yeah, we came in here. We took out the Dwebble here with Sharptooth with a good Fire Fang. Hippopotas comes in. We already got the Toxic off on him with Pippin before, but I bring Pippin back in to get the Aqua Jet off, but he switches into Sandshrew. And so Sandshrew is going to take a couple of Aqua Jets here and then finally go out. Not before really doing some serious damage to Pippin. Kills himself with Life Orb damage, actually, it looks like there. Pippin got down to 1%, but then his Berry Juice activated, so that worked out just fine. Cranidos comes in with a Crunch, is able to take us out, which is kind of baffling to me a little bit, but whatever. Pippin did some good work, so that's alright. Slamoo comes in and gets the Iron Head off. Does decent enough damage, so we go for it again and take out the Dewskull. Hippopotas is back, go for the Earthquake, and I'm able to outspeed. Take that thing right on out. Then Cacnea comes in, goes for the Sucker Punch, which is going to take itself down due to the rough skin. The Earthquake's going to be able to get it out of the way. And then at this point, they're just down to the Cranidos, so Slamoo's going to be able to get a good Iron Head off and take him on out. So yeah, a fun little battle. I'm going to see if I can't get another one here for you guys. If I can't get another Dragon-type team win, I'll probably throw in another one of my Little Cup teams, just because I shorted you guys in a couple episodes last week, so I want to make sure I get a full one in for you here today. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next battle. Alright guys, welcome back. So I did actually get another win. It was actually the next battle. So I had made some tweaks to my team before the last battle I recorded. And there was a couple instances where it didn't work, but it seems like in this one they really did. So they brought in Bronzong, and I came out with Pippin. I threw up the Paralysis, and then I brought in Sharptooth, who's my Bronzong counter. He's got Fire Fang and Crunch, so he can handle those pretty well. Then they brought in their Cubchoo. I go for the Fire Fang there, and I'm able to take it out in one hit, which is very nice. Then they come in with the Scraggy. I switch out into Daisy, my Noibat. It goes for the Drain Punch, which Daisy takes pretty well, and then the Trick Room ends, so we're able to outspeed the Scraggy and get the Hurricane up. I've got a wide lens on Daisy to help boost the accuracy of the Hurricane there. Then Abra comes in. I throw up the Hurricane again, but it's able to take me out with the Dazzling Gleam. At this point, I'm hoping that the Aqua Jet can take out the Abra, but it does not, and so Pippin's going to go down. But I bring in Bunyan. Then Bunyan's really kind of my Abra counter at this point, or really just Fairy counter in general, because I've got the Focus Sash on him, and then I've got some other X-Scissors and counter and some other things on there that he can survive the first hit and usually take out his opponent. So that's really helpful. It's a very good. It's really the only way I could think of to come up against taking out the fairies and things like that were too fast for me. Then they bring in the Shuppet here, and Wilma almost takes out Shuppet. Shuppet's going to set the Trick Room back up and the Destiny Bond, which is going to take Wilma out, but we've still got Slamoo, my Gibble. So we end up winning the battle. So yeah, a fun little battle. This team, it has some potential. I think I still need to tweak things. I kind of just threw moves together. I didn't look at like the recommended sets and things like that, because usually if you're doing a monotype team, the recommended sets aren't really that useful, because for most dragon types, your recommended set's going to be pretty much the same for everyone. You're not really getting good coverage because you're supposed to be the only one on the team, right? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave those likes and your votes for tomorrow's tier, and let me know. Well, I guess in the last episode, you guys pretty much spouted out every type, so I'm probably going to continue doing some monotype stuff. Probably won't make every battle I do monotype, but we did that a little bit while ago. We had some bug monotype and fairy monotype teams and stuff like that in Little Cup before. So hey, if you guys like seeing that stuff, I'll sprinkle it around through here. So anyway, as always, I've been Tortoise the Gray, and you guys have been great. Have a good one.